Here, I got something I want you guys to watch. This went down about this was on Friday, February the 2nd. After the weigh-in. Here, I'll explain it. Just watch this.
Little, Crawford Little. Easy work. Easy work. Easy work, baby.
That's how I'm gonna do you. That's how you've been running. That's how you've been running twice, bro. Hey, listen, you dodged me twice. How much? Nobody dodged you. Nobody dodged you. Nobody dodged you.
166.5. Little, Crawford Little. Easy work. Easy work. Easy work, baby.
That's how I'm gonna do you. That's how you've been running. That's how you've been running twice, bro. Hey, listen, you dodged me twice. How much? Nobody dodged you. Nobody dodged you. Nobody dodged you.
166.5. That's the short version. It's another version of this I gotta find. But anyway, that's Jose Benavidez after the weigh-in on February the 2nd. Jose Benavidez fought on the undercard of Gilberto Ramirez versus Habib Ahmed and Jerwin Encajas versus Israel Gonzalez. So he was on the ESPN app version fighting of the ESPN broadcast. I did a post-fight video on that, but anyway, I'm here to tell you why Terrence Crawford versus Jose Benavidez will likely happen if Terrence Crawford beats Jeff Horn. TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. It's February 6, 2018, 9:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the way Top Rank works is, for one, they keep their fighters active. You've seen that fighters, especially over on the Al Heyman side, had some issues in 2016 and 2017. Now that Showtime has released their first 6-month lineup, we see that, they solved that issue. In the case of Top Rank fighters, they are very active, and now with this ESPN deal, when you're able to watch their fights on the ESPN app, they're getting television exposure. So Jose Benavidez has been off. Let's go look at it real quick. Jose Benavidez, 26-0 with 17 KOs. He's 25 years old, still really, really, really young. And he's got a lot of experience in regards to not only 26 fights with a layoff included in that, but also, with experience with a lot of great boxers like Manny Pacquiao and Sean Porter, if I'm correct, too. So anyway, as you can see, he's had this layoff between this Matthew Strode fight. I look at it like this. With the last fight, after watching it again, after I did my post-fight interview, it seems as though he could have got dude out of there anytime he wanted, and I'm glad he didn't go the distance. He's got the stoppage right at the very end of the fight. But I was thinking to myself, man, he went a little too, I don't know, maybe he wanted rounds under his belt, whatever the case may be. Last between that was Francisco Santana. Since that, in between that, he was shot in the hand and shot in the leg, or I forgot the story. Long story short, when I first got the news a couple of years ago, it's back in 2016, when I first got the news, I did a video, and this was around like my birthday or something. So I was thinking like, damn, like, did he owe somebody some money or something? Because when somebody shoots you in the leg or shoots you in the hand or something like that, it's usually like a defense wound, or y'all beefing over something and they give you like a warning shot or some shit like that. But anyway, that's too far down the rabbit hole. The past is the past. The point I'm trying to make is it was a big question mark on his career because we didn't know the extent of how bad him getting shot in the hand was, whether it messed up any ligaments or anything like that, or what was going on with his legs. So he went total dark, like off the grid. In the meantime, his younger brother at 20 years old at the time, David Benavidez, had won the WBC title in somewhat controversial fashion against Ronald Gavril, who he'll be fighting again in just a week's time. So David Benavidez and Jose, who we're talking about here, have both made good decisions in their careers by hiring Alex Ariza, who has worked with Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, and other names too, Brandon Rios, Marcos Maidana. So the question I have is, what is Jose Benavidez going to look like at 147 remaining active? You know, is he going to become the boxer that he's supposed to be, 5'11", 147 pounds, using his height, you know, using his jab? Or is he going to continue to fight with his hands down and, you know, be in situations where he have to test his chin? Now, 140 pounds, he was having some issues, you know, with staying off of the ropes, you know, and I would have to attribute that to conditioning. So I'm glad that he brought Alex Ariza in to help him, you know, keep that tall but thin frame in good shape before fight and during fight night. Now, as I was saying, when you're with Top Rank, Top Rank fighters don't have no issues getting a title shot, especially when it comes to the WBO. They keep you active, so the way it's looking for me is he's not ranked by the WBO right now, meaning Jose Benavidez. But sometime within the next month or two, or when the new WBO rankings come out, I wouldn't be surprised to see him in here somewhere. You see what I'm saying? So the 147-pound division, as you can see right now, Keith Thurman is at the top. You know, WBC, WBA, Earl Spence is the boogeyman with the IBF. You got Sean Porter, who says that he's not going to be fighting until, you know, he gets Keith Thurman. You know, Danny Garcia is fighting Brandon Rios, but Danny Garcia may have some type of rematch agreement with Keith Thurman. I'm still trying to research. I'm going to be talking to Danny Garcia this Friday coming up, the 9th, if I'm correct. And you got Lucas Matisse, who's the WBA world, but you can really pretty much count these fights out for Jose Benavidez and pretty much focus on guys that are in the WBO rankings. And sometime within the next 6 months, 6 to 8 months or so, him likely be a WBO mandatory. So for him, what he's doing, calling out Terrence Crawford and everything like that, saying that he ducked him in the past. Yeah, there were talks. I did videos on it before of him and Terrence Crawford potentially fighting at 140 pounds. Whatever the case may be, it hasn't happened. So the way I look at it is, if the way it's looking is, we're going to have Terrence Crawford, Jeff Horn, April the 14th on pay-per-view with Pacquiao and Mike Alvarado on that card as well. We don't know if they're going to put Pacquiao as the main event and Terrence Crawford as the co-feature. A co-feature is the fancy way they say 2 main events. You see what I'm saying? Or they'll say a double main event. They don't want to say that Pacquiao's on the undercard or Terrence Crawford is on the undercard. Whatever the case is, we've heard and it's been said that right now it's February the 6th that it's almost done. It's almost finalized. You know, ESPN even announced it on the telecast that David Benavidez, that Jose Benavidez fought on Gilberto Ramirez versus Habib Ahmed, that, yes, you know, we're just waiting for an official announcement for that card to take place in New York on ESPN pay-per-view. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see Jose Benavidez. I don't know. That's April. They could do it. You know, you see Jose Benavidez on that card, you know, just to stay active and to get, you know, another fight in for this year and hopefully to get 4 fights and then definitely, as I said, get him a ranking of sorts. But if in a perfect world, right, for boxing fans, if Terrence Crawford were to beat Jeff Horn, he would go on to fight Pacquiao. But see, it's something going on with Pacquiao's camp, not Bob Arum, because my thoughts is this: Bob Arum in the twilight right now of his promotional career and life, he wants to see these type of fights. So people blame him for Pacquiao Crawford not happening because they want to keep Pacquiao. Listen, I've been researching, and I feel it's Pacquiao's team, and more importantly, his manager by the name of Michael Kuntz, that may not be too happy with Pacquiao fighting Terrence Crawford. But Bob Arum wants to have that fight. Nonetheless, if Terrence Crawford were to beat Jeff Horn, then I really feel that we would see Terrence Crawford versus Jose Benavidez this year, because we're not going to see Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence this year. We're not going to see Terrence Crawford versus Keith Thurman or Danny Garcia this year. We're not going to see him versus Sean Porter, you know? So I really feel that they're going for that. But anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. We are just waiting for an official announcement. You know, it can be any day now. And for Pacquiao to be coming to New York with Terrence Crawford and all these guys, I got to get there, right? You know? I'm thinking about it, though. I'm thinking about it. If I don't go myself, I'm definitely going to the press conference or the media workout they have in New York. They got to go, balls to the walls for this. Oh, and also here's Terrence Crawford addressing it on his. I'm sure you've probably seen it, right? Only Benavidez worth talking about is Davis. He the only one can fight. That's it. I'm done talking about it. And of course, Terrence Crawford. Wait, let's go see what Benavidez said. I didn't even check his. See, if he used his jab more, he'd be dangerous. Oh, he did respond to all the Crawford nut swingers and dick riders. Fight was offered to me 2 times. I said, yes, your boy denied. If I'm so easy, then why not take the fight? All I hear is barking. Let's make it happen. I'm not running or dodging. It's okay if you're scared, little guy. Like I said, truth be told, I'm confident he's going to get the fight. Looking at Top Rank, the way Top Rank's been doing things over the years now, and it's an in-house fight for them, I'm confident he's going to get the fight. So he just got to keep winning. And if, they can't secure a bigger fight for Terrence Crawford, like the names I've mentioned, then, wait, why am I not following him? What is going on? I'm tripping. And I'll follow Vincito. That's the guy Broner for it. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.